Well, in the last lecture, we discussed how to look for the properties of dry saturated steam. It means that we had seen as to how do we find the specific enthalpy at 10 megapascals, for example, if the steam is dry saturated, or say the specific volume at this point, or specific entropy at this point. Or at 1 megapascals, if you want to find the specific enthalpy, specific volume, or specific entropy, how do we refer to the steam tables and get those values? Now, it would be really interesting to understand how do we obtain the properties if the steam is wet. By wet steam, we mean that the steam whose dryness fraction is between 0 and 1. When the steam formation happens, as we discussed earlier, for example, if you consider the formation of steam at 0.1 megapascals, that is at atmospheric pressure, from A to B it is sensible heating, and B to C it is a boiling process. So in the boiling process, you would see that the steam gets progressively dry as you move from B to C. So B is saturated liquid and C is completely dry. So at B, we assign arbitrarily the dryness fraction as 0, the value, and at C, we would put the value as 1. So the range of dryness fraction would be from 0 to 1, and progressively, as the steam becomes dry, the dryness fraction increases towards 1. The lowest value is 0 at any of the point on the saturated liquid line, and the highest value is 1 of the dryness fraction. Right now, so if you want to find any property of the wet steam like enthalpy or entropy, or for that matter specific volume, we need to be given the dryness fraction. So let us take one problem where we want to find the enthalpy of wet steam with dryness fraction as 0.8 and the pressure is, let us say, 0.1 megapascal. It means that in the steam table we'll have to look for 0.1 megapascal, and because the dryness fraction is given 0.8, so it would be somewhere over here. So in that case, how do you find the properties? For that, we need to use a formula like HF plus X into HFG. All right. HF then for finding enthalpy would be the enthalpy of saturated liquid. HFG is Hg minus HF, which is the latent heat of vaporization. Okay. HFG is the latent heat of vaporization, that is the heat required for phase transformation. So Hg minus HF is the HFG and X is the dryness fraction. So by reading the value of HF and HFG from the steam table, we can easily find the specific enthalpy of wet steam at any given pressure. So for example, let me show you the value of HF and HFG at the given pressure which we were talking about. So let me show you this. Okay, so as you see over here, 0.1 megapascals means this is 0.1 megapascals, and you see that the values of HF and HFG are given. HF and HFG are given. Okay, 0.1 megapascals, you find that HF and HFG are given over here, and HF is around 480 and HFG is around 2257. Okay, so that if you substitute in the value, so HF plus X times of HFG means 418 plus 0.8 into 2257, that would give us the specific enthalpy at 0.1 megapascals when the steam is 80% dry. If the steam was 50% dry, then and the pressure was the same, then we would have solved it as 418 means 417.5 plus 0.5 into 2257.4. Okay, so this is how we obtain the specific enthalpy of the steam. If the pressure is different, for example, if the pressure was 1 megapascal, then how do you get this? Okay, so again, by using the same relation HF, which has to be 762 plus X times, so suppose the dryness fraction is 0.8, HFG, which is 2014.6. Okay, so this way it is very simple to obtain the values of enthalpy from the steam table if the dryness fraction is known. Similarly, if you want to find the entropy also for the wet steam, we use the same idea. That is, what is the idea? SF, plus X times of SFG. Sometimes SFG is not given, but don't worry about that. If SFG is not given, just take the difference of SG minus SF. Okay. Same logic can be used for finding the specific volume. Okay, so for example, at 1 megapascal, if you want to find the specific volume of wet steam whose dryness fraction is 0.8, so VF, this is VF value, plus X times of VFG. Now VFG is what? VG, VG minus VF. Okay, so VG minus VF into X, okay, plus VF would give you the specific volume of wet steam. Okay, so this is how VF and VG values, HF and HG values, SF and SG values are known, and SG minus SF is SFG, HG minus HF is HFG, and VG minus VF is VFG. So this, if you understand, then it is quite simple to look for the values. Okay, so finding the enthalpy of wet steam for all these pressures is very easy from the steam tables by simply using the formula HF plus X into HFG, and by knowing that HFG is the latent heat of vaporization, which is Hg minus HF. Okay, so I had solved this problem, and you can check, you can pause this video and you can substitute the values which you get from the steam tables and convince yourself this is the value of HFG at 0.1 megapascals, and this is the value of HF at 0.1 megapascal, and this is the dryness fraction I have taken. That would give me the enthalpy of wet steam. Similarly, at the 10 megapascals, this is the value of HFG, and this is the value of HF. Okay, at 10 megapascals, if you want to find the enthalpy of the wet steam whose dryness fraction is 0.8. Similarly, as I was discussing, the specific volume of the wet steam with dryness fraction of 0.8 can be found out as VF plus X VFG. I have taken an example of 1 megapascal. So you convince yourselves by looking at the steam tables that at 1 megapascals, the VF value is 0.001 and the VG value is 1.673. The units are cubic meter per kg. Okay, and then this expression, VF plus X into VFG, which is VG minus VF, put this VG here, VF here, VF here, X is the dryness fraction 0.8, and you get the specific volume of the wet steam at the pressure of 1 megapascal. Similarly, for 10 megapascals, we'll have to look for the value of VF, VG, and get the difference between this and use this formula. For 0.1 megapascals also, VF, VG, and the formula. Okay, so this now would be very simple. Okay, you would understand and appreciate that finding the properties of wet steam is also very simple. I talked about specific entropy using the relation SF plus X SFG. For the different pressures, you can practice yourselves and convince yourselves that such properties can be found out easily from the steam tables. I hope that how to find the properties of wet steam from the steam tables is clear to you, and we had discussed these three properties. My advice is that you take the steam table and solve these problems for the three different pressures which are given and get the properties.